and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. Oh, yeah. You got Carlos Garcia, aka the nastiest Dookie, and all the land captain, Rampoo McNasty, and of course, I ain't here alone, because I'm rocking with the Stormbreakers. You got Langston Embershroud, you got Manto Zermeister, you got John Cena, Crick, and of course, to lead us along in this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in the land here, it's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Thank you, Mr. McNasty. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Our adventurers, the Stormbreakers, the last time we were together, have found themselves on this little asteroid of a place. Let's take you guys over to this map where you guys were, where you found this gigantic kind of structure, a humanoid figure buried into this asteroid here. Manto and Crick being a little bit curious of it and its glowing eye, and upon destroying the crystal that the glowing eye was made of, the head sundered into thousands of pieces, forming this kind of sound wave barrier around you guys where you could feel this humming, thrumming vibration pulsing out from this central altar or pillar where once that head was, and coming from that kind of energy pulsing from there was this sonic wave like creature, the sonic titan, if you will. And emerging from the ground, seemingly from these rhythmic vibrations, were some sort of minions or creatures, these star spawn crawling out of the earth here. And with you guys, of course, getting into a combat with them and hearing the screeching of their sounds and the strength of the sonic kind of booms that this creature could emanate, a shining light was shining through a bit of a crack through the altar in the center there, and Manto and Crick were able to deduce is that seemingly this was some sort of energy source, a power source, and with the two of them going at it and destroying this pillar here, sundering it into thousands of pieces, you guys were able to eradicate these creatures, get them crawling back into the earth as Langston stopped down onto the ground to get them out of there, and this creature seemingly just faded away, vanished into thin air. But as that happened, you guys did seem to notice some sort of strange cloaked figure up on the ridge. You guys are like in some sort of crater kind of space right now, and far away up on the ridge there, you guys could see this cloaked figure release a dove from its hands, flying up to the sky. As you watched it trailing, you could see this kind of red star rising in the distance. As your vision trailed back down to get a gaze at this visitor, it was no longer there, and a voice seemed to kind of ring out in this area here. The exact phrase that they said was, "The man from the magic caravan rides again." And with that, in the altar, this pillar destroyed, that glowing essence in the base of that, you guys can see rooted in there this crystalline shard, this fragment of a crystal. And let me send that to you guys. Kind of purple amethyst, it's magenta like in color as it glows with that hue, and you guys can feel still that kind of, of course, that dissonance, reverberation energy has kind of died out around here, but you can still feel a residual energy palpable and emanating from this crystal itself. Here's where we'll pick it up.
Is it good?
Would we have recognized the voice that, aside from hearing it from like that dude, like did that voice sound familiar at all before?
No check required. No, it does not sound familiar at all to any one of you guys. It very like almost ancient sounding.
Okay.
Is this crystal giving off any type of like, unholy vibes? Am I like, if I get close, am I like, ooh, that burns kind of thing?
Why don't you make a religion check if you're going for holy, or you can do an arcana if you think it would fall more along those lines.
It is the same for both. I'll do arcana. More so inquisitive on the nature what this thing is. 21.
Ooh, 21, very nice. Yes, as you're kind of checking this thing out, you don't feel like any kind of unholy nature or anything from it, but you do sense a palpable, strong, arcane nature kind of emanating from this crystal shard here. Almost like a kind of like staticky kind of feedback coming off of it. And, so much that, with a 21 here, you feel connection almost like, as you get closer to it, like kind of in your mind as that kind of feedback goes off.
Okay. And it's not like a voice, like this thing's trying to like talk to me, or be like serve the crystal kind of thing and possess me. It's just kind of like I'm getting signals.
Not at all. No, it's like kind of like just a kind of like a white noise kind of thing almost.
Ooh. Okay. Langston starts to get drowsy.
It starts to play Rainforest Tranquil Sounds after that.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh God, Howler Monkey.
Langston,
It's a sleep machine.
I meant white noises like Jimmy Buffett. The white people love it.
You hear cheeseburgers in paradise coming off.
I'm not familiar with cheeseburgers.
I'll just turn around and be like, are you guys hearing this?
Out like a light.
I like mine with lettuce and tomato.
Everyone but Rampu's just kind of jamming in their heads.
Not sure who this Jimmy Buffett guy is. He must be from whatever plane you guys are from. Regardless, he sounds like shit.
Okay, now hold on.
Thank you.
I don't think you
Cheeseburger
mean
sounds
that.
nice. No, the
Okay.
cheeseburger sounds nice, but you should,
Yeah.
Langston. I think you can totally pick up that crystal.
Yeah, okay. All in favor. I mean, I will touch it. Are we cool with that?
Do it.
All right.
And I back away.
Who says doing is just hitting the hardest back pedal.
You do see as you approach
And
it. Yeah, go on.
real quick, I also I'm gonna look at Jake, and I'm gonna send them up to the sky to see if he can track where that bird is flying, and if it's like a real bird, or if that was like a vision.
Sure, yeah. You're gonna have to make a perception check. But yeah, Langston, as you get closer to it and you're contemplating whether you should yank it out, pull it out, or not, they say dump it out. No, but you go closer and you see it's embedded into this here, like into the earth almost. So there's like kind of rocky structure holding it into place.
Oh, okay. So I will need to either A, be very delicate, or B, I'm gonna need something to kind of remove it from this. I'll look at Crick and be like, hey buddy, I need your hand, or hands, because
We clearly now.
just and explain like it's kind of embedded. Oh God. Oh, that's why. Hey.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Just like what?
Yeah, and I'll just see if Crick wants to come help me with this, or if he's got a better idea to how to remove it.
I guess Crick would kind of walk up, just kind of size it up, and I'm assuming it's like embedded into the rock.
Exactly.
Like, I tap it with my finger. Yep, it's in there for sure.
Do you think this is something we can? I'll just try to. I'll look at Crick, and as I'm pulling it, I'll be like, "You think this is something we can just remove and like try to pull on it a little bit?"
Well, you can always try, and I'm gonna break out like my smith's tools, right? So I've got like a chisel and a hammer, and I just kind of start like tapping around it. First very softly to make sure it doesn't explode, and then we try to kind of chisel the rock around it.
Alright, Langston first, as you go grab it as Crick is, before he grabs onto his tools, do you actually like try to extract it, pull it out, or do you just kind of feeling the...
I like feel it, and I'm just gonna like, in all actuality, I would like try to see is it something I can like move like ever so gently, or as soon as it's like it's gonna take way more force than that, I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna be the one to break this.
Exactly, and so yeah, you feel that kind of completely, stuck in there. As you step aside for a moment to let Crick get closer. Crick, you go up there as gently as you can, and you, with your smith's tools, are going to try to extract this.
Yep.
All right, I need a if you're proficient in the tool that you're using, you can make a dexterity check and add your proficiency bonus to it.
Can I
I
help
think
him?
I add double proficiency bonus if I'm proficient. Isn't that one of my features?
Can I give him guidance?
It might be, but yeah, I think Langston's going to give him some guidance as well.
Yeah.
That's what you just said,
Did
right?
you get double
Prior.
guidance? Or is that
I was gonna help him just as
help.
like the help action because I'm just up there with him, just like spotting him, be like, you got it,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
good?
If
You
you
need
guys
me to
all
move my
wanna
hands?
go
Can
ahead
I
and do
give
this?
him guidance on top of the help action?
Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy, you got guidance.
Juice, buddy. Get
Man,
that
so
done.
as you see them all hovered around the crystal, what are you doing?
I'm rubbing his shoulders. Like, you got this, dude. Okay. When I hit right there, and I'm just kind of pointing exactly where he should be hitting to not smash this thing.
All right.
All right, so I have guidance and advantage on my dex check, right?
Correct. And if your proficiency bonus
And double proficiency. So it's this plus 8. So
29.
29 plus that 33.
Okay. I need you to roll it. No, I'm kidding. So, yeah, Crick, go ahead and describe how you go about doing this, extracting this.
I first start like tapping really far away and just kind of chiseling closer and closer and closer. And then like as I get right to within a hair's inch of like a hair's width of the actual gem, I'd go really, really fast and just go exactly around it in like a perfect shape, like consistently one hair away from actually touching it.
Beautifully. Yeah, Crick with precision and quickness is able to tap around this crystal, and it just ever so, like a felled tree, just ever so slowly falls over one direction as you cradle it into your palms there, and you can feel, like I mentioned, that kind of static white noise. You can feel like these kind of, I don't know, remnants of like fragments of reality pulsing off of this crystal as it's in your hands.
This certainly is interesting. I kind of funnel around everybody. I guess maybe we could see if we could use this for something. If I get some time with it, maybe we can figure out what it is.
I mean, there'd be no other person who could be suited for it. I could just kind of be like, oh, anything? All right, and that'd be my help.
Fair enough. Well, I guess we could take it back to the ship.
I mean, that sounds like a plan. Anyone else scared about the man from the magic caravan riding again? Is that just me?
Working on it, and I check on Jake.
Yes, as Jake has gone up to take a view of the surrounding areas, see if he can get a sight of that bird or anything. He goes and takes a quick, trip and lap, but a lap around the area here, and spotting around, looking with his keen eye. He doesn't seem to spot any other kind of life forms on this dead rock anywhere or around it.
He comes down and tells me that shaky ways, and almost a wrapped reptile eyebrow would go up on me as I look up to the crew. It says, "You got a pretty good look, and there's no one else on this rock."
Concerning.
Well, whoever it was, we probably just helped them escape, so they're probably our friend.
And
They
Manto
left the rock.
blinks back into existence right behind Crick.
Oh, thank God!
Look, you just
And I go
texted
run
me.
over. I touch him.
Yeah, but
That's great timing.
I was like, he definitely didn't just look at my text either. I was like, God damn it.
That's hilarious.
I totally wanted to do something too while we were like kind of in downtime,
Nah, it was.
but it's
Yep.
too late.
It's supposed to
Damn
be
it.
4 minutes total. Yeah, so you blink back into existence.
Yeah, you would have seen me start to like kind of like about to like activate my like my boots of flying, and then you like I notice I'm like back in reality. I'm like, all right, I can stay down here, I guess.
I could have seen you the whole time, and so
Yeah,
I
no,
see
I
you.
know.
And I'm just like this. I'm like, what were you gonna do? Like, what was the game plan here?
I guess we'll never know.
I mean, fair. It's valid.
And then I drop my Githka.
Oh,
Crick kind of walks over and picks it up.
Hey. You got the crystal, all right?
Well, I suggest you wrap that thing up nice. Put it away.
It's usually what the women
What?
say too, yeah.
I don't hear the first part usually. Hello. Now, I am indeed concerned about what we saw, and I don't know about you guys, but maybe we should get the hell out of here.
I'm on board.
Before we go, are any of those creatures' bodies kind of out and about?
Yeah, there would be one of them still present.
Could I try to see if I can get any goodies off of it? Harvest it?
Have a
We're not
dinner?
eating it for dinner. You're not eating it for dinner.
Dinner.
Yeah, let me just. It's supposed to be within a minute of them dying, though, right?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, there's definitely a timetable on it.
Yeah,
And it's definitely short, so yeah, whatever it is, it's past.
I think it's 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
this
no,
creature
okay.
lying here. It's kind of flesh rended from you guys. Your attacks into it, and you see it still has like these horns kind of spiking out of its head, and some spots on its body and whatnot as well. Almost like seeming like part of like the asteroid itself.
Okay, and then as I'm guessing we're gonna leave, but as we leave, we're on a rock in the middle of anywhere. We just found this one beautiful crystal. Is there any other like crystals or ores or materials that could maybe be used in like anything out of the ordinary that Crick hasn't seen?
Make a nature check.
Nature.
Nice. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely like, this, not a planet, but like an asteroid is described to you guys is very much like a dead, scorched black kind of like rock here. And with that, there's not much growing or going on here, but the Earth itself, the rock structure of it, I'm not sure if it's something worth any value or anything, but it definitely seems like something that's strong or could be carved into something if you wanted to utilize it in some capacity. It's nothing like magical in essence or anything like that, but raw material for whatever that's worth.
Or just like rock or something like that. Okay.
Essentially, yeah.
Can I just scoop some up maybe?
Yeah, sure. How much time do you want to spend doing that?
Like 5 minutes, like while everybody else is talking, figure out they're leaving. I'm just scraping at rock.
Sure, yeah. You
Maybe
can
get something to make like a ring out of or something.
Yeah, you get about 5 pounds of rock out of here.
Okay. All right. Good.
cool. While Crick is doing that, if I may, last thing, sorry.
No, please.
These runes that appeared on the ground, and everything that kind of like kept us enclosed, affected the gravity, branched out from this altar. Would I have recognized any of them to see like either A, what school they belong to, or B, like what deity this might be tied to in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, go ahead and make another Arcana check.
All right. Woo! Think 25.
Nice. So yeah, as you're kind of checking them out, first thing you wanted to identify is like if you can figure out what kind of school of magic they come from, and as you're observing them, you know, like I said, they're concentric rings, almost like rings on a record or something like that, and they don't seem arcane, but they seem, or I'm sorry, they don't seem divine, but they do seem arcane to you.
Okay.
Definitely some sort of ritual or part of some sort of ritual containment glyph of sorts. And as you go through it, you seem to notice that they're similar to like far realm wardings, something to suppress mental or some sort of extraplanar interference, particularly vibrations of unnatural origin. And like I said, they're not holy or divine or anything, but they seem to be like some sort of like harmonic nullifier, something that's designed to trap something in its place through like waveforms, like some sort of sonic seal, magical prison kind of thing.
Okay. Gonna make a note of that to see if we come across anything else that would merit this thing being sealed. Okay. Not divine though. Okay, that's good. That's good. No, nothing of bald is here. Is kind of what I was going for.
Yeah, you don't get any divine essence from this.
Okay, sweet. You'll see me take out like paper and try to do like a rubbing of the runes to be like, okay.
Let me look at that real quick, Langston.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
And since like I'm pretty familiar with a large amount of, I guess, different languages, I would see if it's one that can kind of decipher.
Make a investigation check.
I missed everything.
Oh, roll an investigation check.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So you heard my entire question. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, what happened?
All
Said
good.
investigation check.
Please.
18.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow, you're hot today.
Very, very hot. So it's not a language that you recognize, but kind of like how Langston has been able to put together that's some sort of like far realm warding kind of thing. It definitely has that aesthetic of something like very alien and ancient. It's not something you're able to, decipher or anything. It's not that there is anything to decipher. Like runes don't necessarily translate to words, but more so like kind of arcane powers or essences or things like that. But it's definitely something very alien and very old.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, so as you guys have the crystal now in possession, kind of observe the runes around here and the land around, collecting some of the rocks and making sure there's no other creatures. Is there anything else that you want to take care of here before possibly heading back to the second wind?
I think I'm good.
Dang.
I think we're good.
Bro.
All
Rock.
right.
I'm wondering if Garganel would be able to kind of help us with this.
Never hurts to ask, man. It's traveled space.
And the least he can do is
Yeah.
help us with anything we have right now.
That's very true.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy.
One way to put it.
Oh, quick.
Yeah.
Close us, quick.
As you guys make your way out of this crater here and back up towards the ship where it's hovering above the land, you climb up the rope ladders and make your way back onto the ship deck, where the crew is there, eagerly awaiting you. Let me move you guys on over to here. Starbow looks on.
Hey,
down.
how we doing?
Hey guys, had some fun down there.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you could say that.
Did it, what did it look like to you, Stabo?
So I was ready to rock and roll, but I heard the bass rolling down there and I wasn't sure if it was Crick causing you all to have a bad bellyache or if you guys were in trouble or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
But from
little
up
bit.
here,
Oh man.
it
What
looked
called
like
me?
ripples on the ocean.
Oh.
Well,
Hmm.
did free something from that creepy diamond.
Yeah, we
It's,
did find this. I pull it out.
Oh! Oh! A star shard! You found a
now?
star shard.
The hell's a star shard?
A star shard. I knew you were dumb, Rampu, but I didn't think you were that dumb. I'm just kidding. Don't take it too personally. Star shards are.
I'm like, no, I won't. I sing a tear. Wipe it quickly before he sees it.
They are magical, powerful crystals formed in pockets of saturated regions in the multiverse of wild space. Infused with cosmic energy, they say.
Oh.
Oh. And what do you know about it being able to trap someone in it? Or something. A guy came out of it, right? Then he like kind of did it's kind of like a magic trick, right? He like made us look up to his bird, and then when we looked down, he was totally gone.
Oldest
Very
trick in the
creepy stuff,
book,
but
you
he did
fell
come out
for
of
it.
that.
I guess you are that dumb. Okay, I'm kidding, Rampu. As he throws up his branches at you.
Start thinking of the fire I can make.
Says, I don't know anything about trapping creatures in them or anything. Maybe some are legend have their own cosmic entities within them that power them. But trapping them, I don't know anything about that.
So perhaps it wasn't trapped. It was just the cosmic entity that lived in it.
You never heard of the man from the Magic Caravan?
No.
Because I haven't either, to be fair.
I guess you're pretty stupid too, aren't you?
You see
Ah.
a leaf drift down, falls to the ground. I'm not crying.
Everyone's so sensitive today. A tear rolls down Langston's cheek and it's like, what the fuck?
Starbo reaches over and dries it off real quick. Here, Langston. But that
Thanks,
there
buddy.
star shard is a powerful piece of essence. You can use it to put inside a weapon if you want, armor, and could even power it up, make it stronger, infuse it with whatever essence the crystal has in it.
I do like one of these looks at Crick. I'm just. You hear that, buddy?
I wonder who could do that. Just kind of look around at the team.
Turn my head to Manta. I'm like, eh?
Or fireball.
That's fine. Oh, that's right.
Definitely, let's...
Fire.
I guess I can test to see what it does, and maybe we can find something of use for it. 'Cause I kind of like, and I'm assuming like the shard is giving off like a gravitational kind of pull sensation and like feel like that from what we gained earlier.
Yep, it's kind of how you feel from it.
Yeah, I think we might be able to find a good use for this.
That's all you, buddy.
As Topola makes her way up to the top deck, sees you guys, the crystal in hand, speaking with Starbo about this. Her eyes go wide immediately as she steps onto this deck and sees this. Set? Starbo's, She knows too, guys. Yeah.
Okay,
And she looks over.
settle down.
That's a true star shard. I've got books about this. And she goes and starts, doesn't know where to run at first. I'll be right back. And she runs down the stairs, and she's gone for a couple moments. Starbo's like, she's one smart lady, you know.
I would look
Yeah,
at Langston and be like, you were the one that, kind of sarcastically said, we could have just ran away from this. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, yeah, excuse me for there being a giant gravity monster and being a rational realist in the moment.
You know what they say, curiosity gets yourself a star shard.
Oh.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, they say that around these.
I listened. We've only been in space for like 2 months. We blew up a solar system. I lost the love of my life. I am still learning how stuff works. Okay.
I'm just saying, I've heard it.
Okay.
There's plenty of astral elves in the astral sea. Don't you worry.
Your papas say, actually.
Okay. Well, shame on me then.
Luke,
Yeah,
get
that's why I
inspiration.
will expand my horizons.
What did you just say, Rampu?
It's a very popular say. I shall agree with you. It's, other kids
thank you.
say.
Yeah, but again, you're not from around here.
No.
Oh, hell yeah.
Crazy.
Who's that too for him?
As Starbo, or not Starbo, as Topola runs up the stairs, she's got a tome in her hands. She's looking around frantically. She's like, she looks over at Langston first, kind of shakes her head, and then looks over at Rampu. Oh God, no! And then looks over at Crick and hands the book over to Crick, and she's like, "Here."
This is disrespectful. What is this? What has the past 3 minutes been?
What the hell? I could read a lot of languages.
She looks back over at Crick, and she's like, "Here." She starts flipping it over and opens up the pages, and He's open it up, and she opens it up to the last page, and she shows you, "Here, it's this one here," and she points out, and you're just like, "It's a sure match. The purple colors, the magenta hues off of it. It's a mind core fragment," and as you go look over it, she begins to read off a little bit of a snippet that the tome she has says about this mind core fragment. A little flavor text. It says, "Shards of forgotten thought, calcified remnants from when Elder Brain dreamed of stars. The presence fragments reality." This is a sure hit. You have a mind core fragment. They are completely filled to the brim with psychic energy.
Star Shard Socketing System by Nate Gonzalez. Go ahead and purchase your form now. Greatest DM in all the land.
Yeah,
That's right.
Now, it's review.
free preview, guys. Yeah.
That's how you stay alive, my friend.
Man, you already got inspiration.
Damn, come on, I like ass kissing.
She looks over and she says, "Well, Crick, I mean, you could put it inside of a weapon if you wanted, and some armor or a ring, an amulet. Do you have any idea of what you want to do with this? Or honestly,
Crick, your armor does look pretty weak. I feel like anything could happen."
Crick kind of looks up at him and just, yeah, and he just kind of looks back at the thing. Well, I don't know. I think we might be able to use a couple of these. I guess I don't think anyone here would want full focus on one of these, but let's take it into the shop and maybe I can make a ring out of it or something. As I just kind of just start thinking.
Or 4 rings.
I think I can only make one with this, unless, yeah.
No, I'm a size 12 dragon.
I guess you're not as skilled after all.
she looks over. I was going to say as well. I mean, if you guys don't, I mean, it's in your possession now, so I wouldn't want you guys to, get in the wrong hands or anything. But if you ever came across a need for gold, I mean, this would catch you a pretty penny as well, as they say. Or a cute copper.
A lot of sayings this evening.
I'm learning so much.
Welcome.
I'm actually doing pretty well on gold ever since Garganel just kind of hooked me up for some weird reason. But I'm doing okay.
I got you that gold, Crick.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. He's a nice lad.
He really is.
Well, here, Crick, you can hold on to this book,
my head.
borrow it as long as you need. If you have any other questions, I'm glowing right now. I've never seen one of these in person. I've read so much about them, and I'm delighted.
You know what? Me too. And if I understand, there's potentially more of these out there.
There's plenty more. Yes, you can read all about them within here. There's ones that are formed from solar energy and thunderous energy. Wild space and the cosmos are infinite, and the kind of places where this, these pockets of arcane and cosmic energy kind of focuses in on, they produce these crystals, and well, they make a great catalyst for elemental and all sorts of arcane energies and powers.
Well, I guess I'll have to get a better understanding of this. And he kind of like looks up for a second and just looks off at the distance, and he just kind of stands there for like 30-40 seconds, and everybody just hears like rumbling from downstairs, and as Aho just like flies up through because he was like mentally calling him, it just flies up and goes right in front of Crick, and Crick just, "You're on dinner duty, buddy." And he just kind of goes over the corner and just starts reading this book by himself. And Aho just is super happy and just starts fluttering downstairs to go make some soup.
His little metallic wings kind of clank back and forth with excitement as he lifts back up to the air and flies down the stairs, looping around like a little labyrinth. And Topa, oh, sorry guys, we should be moving. Where are we going? Where do you guys need to go to?
Are we still trying to go to the hunt? On our way there, we're still like, what, a day and a half away? I can't remember, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, of course. Silly me. Yeah, we're about a day and a half away from the hunt still, but you guys still have a couple of days until it began, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I believe we had like 3 or 4 days, right?
Well, I'll keep heading on in that direction then. If you guys any change of plans or anything, of course, I'll be in the Spelljammer dock room, and feel free to let me know.
Cool, thank you.
She runs back down the stairs with a little bit of pep in her step. You can see that clearly, an essence, something in arcane nature really has excited her, her little mage self. And Crick goes over to the corner to begin reading, and Starbow and Crux and Flinch up on the top deck. We're kind of just watching the scene here. Well, I guess over to the Great Hunt.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Now we got something that can buff us.
There isn't any shopping around here by chance, is there?
Oh,
Or no, we would have had to have gone all the way back. I remember now.
unfortunately not. Crux would come on over. If you guys need anything, I know I haven't joined you guys in your little adventures in quite some time. Can kind of taking care of things up on the ship. But if you need old Crux to come join you down at the Great Hunt, kind of flings his pistol out and it flings off the ground and bangs against the wall. He goes, scrams to pick it up real quick. I'd be happy to join.
Yeah. I look at him and I say, I think your skills are better served protecting the ship. What if someone tries to attack us? We're at the Great Hunt. We need great marksmen to,
Rampu,
fight against invaders.
you're right. As he's pointing his gun right at you. You're absolutely right, Rampu.
Okay, hold on.
Actually, no, I don't I don't even flinch because I know he's so bad that if he even tried, he'd probably shoot someone else.
It's like Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
It's like, you're absolutely right. We do need someone to stay back and protect us. Thank you, Captain. Flings it back around, stumbles when he catches it, puts it in his pocket like he's out all smooth, gives you a little nod, and walks back over to Flinch.
Good one. Let's do it. Look, back at the crew, and just whisper, that's how you handle that.
Well done.
Now, do you have some time? Probably a good time to do some practicing up on your skills, anything you need to do. I myself need to log in some time with my thieves' tools over here, so y'all don't mind.
Very good.
Take some time to go do that. And I head into my room and I'm gonna practice my thieves' tools.
What are you gonna do,
Wink.
Langston?
It's a great question.
That sounds boring.
Okay. What are you gonna do then, Mister? I'm prepared for downtime.
I am glad you asked. You want to try and scry for that man on the magic van kind of guy?
Man, the magic man. I don't think it'll be super easy because we don't really know much about him. But yeah, I'm down. Let's see if we can get any type of insight.
Let's do it.
What do you want to? You just want to post up top deck? You want to see if Stavo wants to help us?
Actually, do you think having that star shard would help us in any way? Would you think you would consider that a his possession? He was kind of defending it.
I don't know. I don't know if he would have possessed that. I don't know if being trapped in it, or if it was just serving as a key for something else.
That's good enough for me. And I would just run down and be like, Crick, I need to borrow something real quick. And I would just steal the star shard out of his hand and then come right back upstairs.
Crick's like, the Star Shard is actually next to him because he's just reading the book. And it completely engrossed in the book, doesn't even notice.
We'll bring it right
Thanks.
back, buddy, I promise.
So I would set the star shard in between the two of us. I'm like, okay, I hold the bottom of the mirror, you hold the top, okay?
Got it.
All right, and remember, we're gonna say, what are we calling that guy? Magic Caravan guy?
Show us. I'm kind of a fan of calling him Magic Man, personally. Or Magic Man of the Caravan. You want to go for a little bit of a rhyme scheme?
I do like that. I do like that a lot.
All right, I'm with it.
We'll say, mirror, mirror, show us Magic Man on the Caravan.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Mirror, mirror, show us Magic Man in the Caravan.
You got a little southern twang on that one. I kind of like that.
Thank you.
Alright, so as you guys recite this together in unison, trying to get it to give it a little push, the swirlingness of the kind of smoky mirror here begins to whirl around, and you get a bit of static kind of pulsing off of the smokiness of the mirror, and begins to kind of warp and kind of almost breathe, and you get one boom, and then the smoke all stops.
I hate this shit, man.
God, no. Hey, no. Listen, you are still learning the ways of the arcane. Don't go sell yourself short. It's not easy to come into, and also this one was a bit of a stretch. We just saw the guy. Let's be patient. We can keep at it. This is not the end of the road. Head up, chin up. You want to cast Fireball on something and have me restock it to feel better? You want to blow up an asteroid that's going by?
Kinda.
Yeah. All right, come on. Look at that one over there. Light that shit up for me. Come on.
Yeah. Fireball.
Did you fart when you did that? I heard it too.
Well, it took a lot of force. I've done so much in the last couple minutes.
A lot of force.
Nice.
See,
All
look,
right, all right.
and see, that's what 5. And how did you have this right away? No. Look at what you just did. Slow, steady progress. We'll get there. There's no
Well,
rush for
you know
this
what
one.
I need to start. I need to remember to start stealing random shit from everyone we encounter. That's of importance. Go back to my old ways. Stealing shit. Random shit. Any shit.
Well, maybe not all of the shit. Some of the shit might not be good.
Well, naturally. Anything but the brown shit.
Well, yeah, that's valid. Hey, I think you gotta do what you gotta do. I think at the end of the day, we are a culmination of our current selves and our past selves meeting at one. So taking skills from your past to be who you are now and who you want to be in the future is vital. So do what you need to. Just please don't steal from me. I don't have a lot to offer. I like hide the gold in my pockets and like shift it.
Yeah. Maybe nothing physically, but you certainly you're very wise.
Thank you.
I
Langston,
feel like that helps a lot.
you feel suddenly a kind of rhythmic pulsing
Oh,
in your possessions.
I start just like ham boning and it like turns into the like weird rendition of the Macarena as I'm trying to like find where it's coming from. I'm like, what the hell? Hold on, Manto. Hold that thought. What the hell? I'll like shift in my pockets and like in like my robes. I'm like, what in Saluna's name is that?
And as you're searching around, you find the source as you grab onto the stone that you have, the sending stone. And
Oh, holy shit.
as you hold it on up, kind of like the beginning phrase gets chopped off as if they were speaking as you pull it out of wherever you were keeping it. And it's like, Langston, I thought you'd want to see this. The Shadow Exchange. It looks like it's resurfaced, and you guys aren't too far away. I'll send coordinates over to the ship.
Oh. Okay. That's me saying okay is not the response. Hold on, let's be clear. I'll say if I'm gonna send the response, don't start.
Okay.
So he like knows where.
No, I'm kidding.
God, I swear. So I got that. The shadow. He's saying the Shadow Exchange isn't far from where we are right now.
Correct.
I'll look at
Said
Manto.
it looks like it's resurfaced, and you guys are close.
Hey Manto,
Yeah.
remember those old ways you were talking about? Maybe, stealing some shit?
You want me to get back into it?
How'd you feel about wrecking some shit too? Because I just got word that we're actually pretty close to that Shadow Exchange, and we could get a thing called Sweet Vengeance on Vashir.
Well, that's given Vashir's there, but my hands kind of start to get like clammy with excitement, and like, my little hair follicles start to stick up, antennas are going fucking nuts. Yeah, the Shadow Exchange would be fucking sick right now.
All right, let me go poll everyone else. I don't know what type of response Crick will give us since he's kind of engrossed in his readings, but we can at least, scout Rampu to see what he wants to do before I respond. And I'll run down and like knock on Rampu's door because I don't want to be courteous to his lock picking he's attempting.
Also, give him back the Star Shard as well too. While you're
Right.
doing it.
I'll like stop by Crick and then just like set it down next to him and just like, does Crick even turn over?
It's reading.
All right, hey Crick, if we were to have gotten word that the Shadow Exchange is near, would you want to stop in?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you, buddy. Let me know if you need anything. Please make sure you eat something. I'll just keep walking down the hallway. Yeah, I'll knock on Rampu's door.
Rampu, before he gets into your door, about 5 minutes leading up to it, what is going on in there?
I am literally just messing around with the lock and my thieves tool, and I'm trying to break into anything in there. If there's a wagon in there where I can store things, I'm breaking into it. If I have a closet, I'm breaking into it. If there's a door, I'm breaking into it.
Love it. Go ahead and make your dexterity check. and or a sleight of hand check if you want, rather. Let's do 3 and let's take the average of them.
Cool. 1. Ooh. Ooh. 3.
Oh, dang.
So that's 30 plus 21 is 51 divided by 3 would be like 17. Not bad. Yeah, so Rampu, as you're in here, it takes you, a little bit of fiddling around, but after, the first lock, it maybe takes you a minute or 2 to open it. You're determined after that one to be quicker, and sequentially, after, your first one, you get better and better with your practice, and you hear some footsteps coming down the hallway. What do you do, Rampu?
As I hear the footsteps, I assume it's not Crick, because his armor and robotic movements make it very thumpy. So that only lead Langston, because I wouldn't have heard Manto, even as he's so very sneaky. So I just open the door essentially, and I wait for him to come in.
Hey, Rampu 1, how's the lockpicking going? Did you open this, or was it unlocked?
I say, check your underwear.
How the You know what?
And
You're
then
getting better.
When he looks up,
You're
like I'm holding him.
You're getting better. I'm like, how did you... Can I don't want to ask how. Can I just have them back?
I don't take you for a thug guy, and I just like flick him back.
Shit!
Lead a Tenga.
Stop telling people. So, don't you dare tell anyone. Moving on. So I got word that I got word that the Shadow Exchange is nearby. I know we have this great hunt coming up, but would you want to maybe change course ever so slightly, and we could potentially raid that to see what's going on with everything that we learned in Garadia?
Well, we do have a couple of days before the hunt, and we're about a day and a half. The question is, how off would that put us off? Still make the hunt. Deviate.
Oh crap, I can't remember the captain's name. Is it Gorak?
Yeah, Gorak.
Did he send the coordinates, or did he just, like, I remember he said something about coordinates, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all good. No, so you guys know that, like, Topola in her room has a kind of computing, telecommunication kind of device there that she might be receiving something from.
Oh, okay. Then, yep, you want to go up and check with me, Rampu? See if there's, how far away that would be, see what our travel would look like?
I like it.
Alright.
Kind of weird for a captain to walk into a lady sword in its room, so, know that.
Do you want me to do it then?
Bingo.
Okay, yep, I'll go do that and I'll be back. I'll just saunter upstairs. Oh, that's downstairs. Hold on. You'd think I'd learn how these portals work. Hold on. I'm getting there.
Just got jump.
Hold on, I'm working on it. Doors are hard. Okay. And then I'll just, like, knock on Topola's door.
You see, as you knock on the door, it immediately opens up. So, Langston, I was just about to go and grab one of you guys.
Hey!
We got a message on our telecommunicator here. Looks like some coordinates?
So, can you tell me before I say anything further, how far away is that from where we currently are?
Come here real quick. Let's take a look. And she kind of takes the coordinates and takes out a Spelljammer map right in front of her and lays it down and begins to plot it out real quick. Okay, so we should be right about here. And let me go ahead and drag you guys on over to the Realm Space map. As you guys are looking pretty much at something exactly like this. She's like, okay, so we are right about here. That looks like, it should just be another day's travel from where we are. It looks like it should be just about south of us.
All right. And then from getting there to the Great Hunt location, would that just be like another day and a half?
Precisely.
Okay, so we could do that. I just yelled at Rampu because of the context. I'm like, Rampu, day. We got a day. You in, you out.
You see my thumb come out of the door. Thumbs up.
Electric. I scream at Manto in his head. I'm like, day's travel. You want in, you want out.
Pretty sure I already answered that.
Fantastic. Hey, Crick, you're immersed in a book. I imagine you'll be cool with this decision.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Back into the book.
There's gonna be a world whenever we start doing this, Crick's gonna need to get caught up to speed, and we're just gonna have to cross that bridge when we come to it. So I'll just look at Topla and be like, would you mind changing our coordinates to there? That is apparently where the next shadow exchange has popped up, and we're gonna try to do some stuff.
She looks over. Did Rampu say so?
I got an enthusiastic thumbs up.
I didn't really care either way.
Nice.
Let's do it.
I'll keep that between us.
I heard that.
No, you didn't.
I know he didn't. So as she takes the coordinates, she kind of hops back over to her seat, and you see she kind of closes her eyes to look into her mind's eye. Okay, well, you might want to just get comfortable. It will be another day's travel.
Okay.
Take care of whatever you need to, and I'll get us there safely.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you for all you do. And let us know if you get hungry. We are gonna be, I think, having some type of soup later. Just listening for what Aho's like clanking on in the kitchen.
Soup sounds lovely. Thank you, Langston. And
of course, thank you.
kind of opens up one of her eyes, like to see if you're still in the room.
Oh, sorry. Now I'm like making my way back out of the room.
Thank you. Kind of continues on. Who wants to take it next?
Well, I would imagine that, Langston would kind of come out of the room. And so I'd kind of approach him. And, yeah, so Langston, obviously, we're going to be doing a little, as the kids say in the actually hood rat shit.
That one I have heard.
All right, so you're almost hip with the lingo.
Almost.
Now, back to what I was saying. We need to also prioritize looking for a soul coin. What that looks like, I don't know. But if we're going to be at the Shadow Exchange, surely they have soul coins there, or someone will be in possession of a soul coin.
You were told what one looked like before. Do you have that, Langston? Were you about to say that?
Not so much that. I need to go back through my own notes here, because I know we have the journal, but I take stuff on the side just for my own sake.
Yeah, of course.
I'll have to do some tracking on that. The other thing is I can look at Manto and be like, I can either call upon the powers that be for that, or I can call upon the powers that be to kind of scout out what we might be going into. I only get one shot, so, we kind of gotta make it a good one, but I was gonna see if you'd want me to do that. You got a prep? Do you want soul coin? Do you want layout of the Shadow Exchange?
Let's do layout of the Shadow Exchange. I think I can still get my hands on a soul coin.
Okay.
But I think knowing kind of the bearings or just the general layout of the Shadow Exchange is probably in our best interest.
All right. Then, I think with that, what I'll do is I'll post up on the ground here. Oh my god, I didn't stock it. Since it's downtime, would I be able to stock divination or no?
You need to take a long rest to swap out a spell. So you could do it in the morning if you want, but yeah.
I could do it in the morning and it'd be the same day. Okay, I'm gonna look at Manto and be like, Okay, so change of thought. I'll do it in the morning. I'm feeling really exhausted right now.
You're good.
So I'll get the layout first thing in the morning. In the meantime, see if we have any other information regarding the soul coins or anything therein. I'll try to get the layout of who's within the Shadow Exchange, how it's looking for us, how we would best go about it, everything like that.
Sounds good.
I would come up back to the crew. The old cruiser. There we go. Oh, baby. And I say, so, if you're going to set course, I suggest we don't wait until the morning. So, start heading that way right now. Sleep
Oh,
through
it's
the
going.
night.
Yeah, Topo's got it. You can go back to practicing.
Beautiful. Well, crew, in that case, good night. And I get the hell out of it.
All right.
Starbow looks down at all you guys. One hell of a captain.
Yeah, I mean, kind of run ourselves at this point, you know? It's kind of...
Like
Just
a
checking in.
well-oiled machine.
Yeah. I remember I couldn't do ropes for a little bit. Look at me now. Getting shipping headings.
You're learning the ropes, Langston.
Progress, baby.
When he makes fun of Rampu, you see Jake kind of give him a look and then make a quick little fireball.
Oh.
Jake, the whole ship would be dead if that happened. Don't even.
You get the whole
You just
ship
look
begins
off.
to kind of shake a little bit as Starbow laughs. Don't worry, guys.
Oh, surly.
Little fire from that guy. It will be fine. No worries.
It does his sounds.
I hope,
He's a constructor. He doesn't sleep, so.
I hope
just
Aho
grab
is
that.
making him food too. Sounds like his belly is rumbling. But to chime in real quick before we skip over this part and I forget, do any of you guys remember what I said about what a soul coin looks like?
Oh, I have to do some
The
backtracking.
aesthetics of it, no.
Hold on.
That also could be a missing page in the journal that Molly and Evan's cat grew up on, and pages ripped out.
Fun times. No, I mean, I'll just tell you guys, because it's not like it was anything like crazy or anything, I don't know.
Oh.
It's just a kind of black iron, circle with a kind of demonic face and some sort of infernal script or writing on it.
Yeah, it's like a coin with a devil on it, right? Like a black coin.
Yeah.
Infernal rating. Okay. Got it. The only note I have is soul coins on how to trade is done at the Shadow Exchange. That's my one note from that. And then I have Cleveland the space hamster following that, which does not help us very much.
I forgot about Cleveland.
I looked at it, I was like, Cleveland? Oh, that's right.
The giant miniature space hamster.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys. So it's just a black kind of circle with a devil's face on it.
Okay, cool. Got it. And that's what we'll need to trade stuff.
Crick reading away in the corner over there as you guys are having these conversations. Crick, you're digesting this information and knowledge about star shards and how to socket them and the potentials and the dangers of them as well. Learning of all certain different types of them. You've gotten through starting to learn about the sun soul fragments and the drift glass. But of course, I'd imagine your interest falls directly or immediately on the mind core fragment, which you have immediately found. And what has Crick discovered or thought since his findings?
So Crick's kind of going through everything, and he's, in the back of his mind, like the kind of generation of his entire soul, he's like, I could use these to help kind of protect the team a little bit. And I kind of go through the mind fragment, and I get to the ring piece, and it's like, I could absolutely have one of those rings. And he kind of looks up, and everybody's talking in the corner. He just kind of shuts the book, stands up. As he stands up, his like half shield kind of rubs against him the wrong way, and he just kind of looks down. And I guess we still have work to do before we get to that. And he just kind of walks right by everybody and goes right into his room. And you guys just start hearing loud banging again, as he's at this point, he's like taking his armor off. It's like sat on like one of the posts of the bed, and he's just like, it sounds like he's just wailing at it with a sledgehammer, but he's actually just has like a chisel and like a hammer, and he's just like tapping it, but he's tapping it in just the perfect spot to have it like echo on the inside of it.
Nice. And what are you trying to accomplish with this? What are you're making?
I'm trying to put 8 hours on my +1 shield.
All right.
Or as many hours as I can.
Beautiful. So not Star Shard related right now. Gotcha. All right.
No.
Cool.
That will be directly after.
Crick is working away. You guys hear just this almost like mechanical, like very like rhythmic bumping and thrashing going on in Crick's room as he's creating this, and of course it's creating a little bit of a ruckus and disruption for the rest of the ship here. Rampu, you trying to sleep nearby?
I sure am.
Sleep does not find you very sweetly as you're getting disrupted left and right by this, and you know it's not the dead in the night quite yet. You know, dinner still yet to be quite served, but you know, a little shut-eye never hurt anyone. As dinner's still getting together or whatever, before you guys eat dinner, settle in for the night, whatever you want to do for the rest of the evening here. Anyone want to take it away? Or else you guys can just lead me on to whatever's happening next.
I think I would send a response to Gorak through the sending stones once we got that. Be like, got the coordinates. We are on our way. Thank you and stay safe. Love, Langston.
Message received. No response, but you're certain that it went through and did not fall on deaf ears. And with these coordinates, now, yeah, you guys are certainly heading in that direction. The smell from the kitchen is smelling smelly, as it typically does when Aho is down there messing around.
The anchovies.
Before you guys have dinner, or as you guys have dinner, I guess Crick, or yeah, John, you want to take care of Aho or anything, or does anyone else have anything to chime in for the evening here?
Well, if they're having dinner, I would smell that and I'd come right back out.
That's why I went to sleep.
There's always some room for food, okay?
Alright.
So
Food,
while
sleep the rest.
this like smell of like just hot, like I mean it smells like, you know, cooked pork and veggies and like, you know, carrots, and just this very big savory like umami sensation just kind of fills the entire ship. And Aho kind of like serves out some soup bowls, and everybody kind of comes down for the soup. And slowly, as everybody kind of like lifts the lid off the soup, it's basically like boiled water that a chicken just got like dropped in. Like it is the most, it is the worst meal that has been cooked on this ship right now, and it is the bare minimum, right? Like it's the type of soup that you make when you have no food. But this aroma that's kind of coming off of it after like 4 or 5 minutes, it just fades as Crick just cast magical tinkering on everybody's food so that they have this fake smell of nourishment. And you know, Crick just kind of looks at Aho as he pulls his pot off, and Aho looks at him. And then Crick gets up and he walks into the kitchen, and he comes back out. Just so everybody knows, we're out of ingredients.
Oh.
and everybody just
Yeah.
has hot water with like a little bit of fat floating in it. Still tastes
Wow.
delicious.
Oh, you really did it. And then I take a sip. I'm like, okay, Aho, you really did it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I was
you
real
should have
happy.
told me. I would have killed more elves. It had a
Okay.
epic feat.
Well,
Nope, doesn't have to be elves.
if we're going to
None
the
of the
Shadow
services-
Exchange, we just need to make sure to maybe get some ingredients there.
Yeah, we can bada.
What's your weird infatuation with astral elves?
Delicious. What do you mean? What's your favorite meal?
No, the astral elves were good.
There we go.
If you guys really liked the Astral Elves, and Crit kind of reaches into his backpack and pulls out the old rotted leg from the Astral Elf, and it's green now, and he just
It's
kind of
got, like, magnets, like,
slices
"Oh,
a
good
very,
God.
very thin slice, kind of like, what is it? Like, what's the like really
Prosciutto?
rich ham from Spain?
Prosciutto.
Yeah, like
Wow.
jambon or whatever. And just a
Soprasado.
really slice. Yeah. Just a really like 3 or 4 really
Almost
thin
around.
slices. And
It's Hamon Iberico.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we want, you guys can have that sparingly. I like to keep this for good occasions.
I see
Because
you've been
it's back.
experimenting with dry aging of astral elf.
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't look dry to me.
Hey, where'd you keep that?
I call it moist aging.
Okay.
As you guys notice, like he opens up his armor to keep it. Like, this is the only piece of food that he keeps in his armor, and as he opens the armor, like, you just see like just sweat like dripping off like the inside.
Why?
And he kind of like
At least-
sits it like right on his leg, like a sword.
Can you at least give us some of your bodysuit butter?
Rick, few things can make me not want to eat elf. This is one of them.
Oh, there you go,
Um,
Langston.
At least for tomorrow. Then I'll have some more.
Have a good night, everybody. And Langston just pushes his chair back and just walks to his room. It's just like, I am done entertaining this. God damn it.
I look in my bag and I pull out my rations and say, "You sure you want some elf chew stick here? Quick, made it
I
for me a
will
couple
light
weeks
your
ago.
room on fire, I swear to all gods.
It's just beef jerky made of delicious elf.
Nothing
More than we're gonna
screams Stormbreaker Kumbaya more like eating the same meat as one of our fellow mates.
Consistently.
To be fair, if the day I die, you guys are totally allowed to eat me if needed.
Yeah, no, that's true. I've never had
Well-
Dragonborn.
Maybe they'll have dragon steak at the Shadow.
Just note that when you guys eat my ass, I'm gonna be laughing in hell. It'll be great.
You
I have
probably
heard,
won't be laughing. You'll probably be moaning.
Fair enough.
Sadly, don't want to have Dragonborn anymore. All I can hear is Rampu moaning. Hey, thanks, you guys. I'm also
Anyways,
excusing myself from dinner.
Oh, Manto, are you not gonna eat yours? As Warwick comes over the corner looking for seconds.
I think my
I say,
skin is-
as captain, I go ahead and take another sip, and then here you go. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want it anymore. I don't need any more collagen. As you can tell, my my leathery skin is glowing.
We'll take another round then over here, Aho. He goes run back in with handfuls of chicken water back into the dining room over here.
Chicken water.
It's delicious, guys. Missing out on your
Aho
nutrients.
nicely serves them up.
He's got a white napkin tucked into his collar. He's waiting for Aho. He's got a candle lit right there. Oh, please.
Yeah, then Aho like serves him up, and he's just like, Aho has this weird smile towards him. It's an affectionate smile, and Aho knows that chicken is one of their favorite foods, and water is their second favorite food. And as Aho kind of like goes back into the kitchen, and the kitchen's bare and everything, and he just kind of like goes over to the corner, and there's like a curtain. And he just kind of like pulls the curtain back and looks for a second, and all the produce is just pushed in the corner, so everybody thought they didn't have any food. And he just kind of like shoots it again, as he purposely made this.
Incredible.
for him.
Smells and tastes delicious. I don't know what you do, what kind of magic you're working, but keep it up.
Just serving them up.
Slopping down these bowls of chicken water, and so you guys all seem to be excusing yourselves for the evening and trying to find some rest. It seems like a good place for you guys to do exactly that. Call it a night and get a long rest.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Would I have gotten 8 hours on the shield at some point, or?
We'll say that you could have gotten 4 on it for what all went down after
Okay.
the day's events.
And how long would you say I got in my thieves training?
You can do the same also.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I get another cantrip? Oh, I think I did. Ooh.
Alright, so yeah, you guys find your rooms for the evening. Rampu, I'll stick you on in there. Crick will dump you into the closet. And Manto, right here. Crick just kind of goes and powers himself down in the corner.
But he just kind of sits down and just starts staring at the door.
Yeah, so for the evening, yeah, you guys all go ahead and get your rest. If there's nothing else anyone wanted to take care of or think of or do or whatever, go ahead and take a long rest. Swap out any spells if you need to or whatever. Attune to anything if you need to or whatever. Or if you'd want to. But the next day comes, and you guys are about a half a day travel from the Shadow Exchange, or from you guys last knew where the Shadow Exchange was at least. And as you guys continue, wake on up and get your day on started, take it from here.
I would get out of bed and basically rouse up the troops. Start banging on the doors. All right, you old scallywags, we got a lot to do. Get out of bed. Come on, Langston, you got shit to do with your little hippy-jippy magical powers. Manto, you gotta get back the Eye of the Tiger and help me become the greatest thief of all time. Yeah, yeah. And then I come on over to Crick. Crick, you gotta do what it is you do to be Crick. Yeah. And I drop on stairs.
You just start hearing loud banging coming out of the room. As always.
That's about right.
That's right.
Before I exit the room, like I acknowledge like Rampu is there, I'll be like, give me a minute. And I am just gonna sit on my bed and try to channel my divination spell to kind of communicate with Soluna, and I can, how it kind of works. Let me do this again for everyone's knowledge. I can ask one question about something that's going to occur in 7 days. You can kind of, as the DM, decide how it's going to be answered. But I want to reach out to Soluna and just kind of request, be like, how are things currently looking within the Shadow Exchange? I know there are going to be a lot of big names and big players here, but in terms of like security and population, how is it looking at the moment? And just kind of channel on that and just like sit on the bed and just... My meditation face is just me, just straight up mean mugging, just...
Alright, so as you reach out to Soluna, you feel this kind of like cool breeze waft through the room. Silvery light reflects off of the stellar lance, and you hear a silent, kind of, quiet, soft, majestic voice kind of wave through the room with that kind of wind, that chill. It says, beneath the silver mask, dark tongues stir. Coins whisper names in dust-choked air. A mirror cracked reflects the gilded eye. But some who trade in shadows seek light still. Trust not the hush. It hides the wound. Be careful, Langston. Darkness comes soon. And that cold air blows through the room once again. And
Okay.
you feel the divine presence of Seluna, still watching on somewhere, but no longer imminent.
Thank you very much for your time, Your Holiness. Definitely not scared at all going into this. Okay. Okay, I will take that in stride and just kind of meet up with everyone, just kind of forewarn them that we are going into a very sketchy situation.
Sketchy how?
There is no, as in like there's going to be a lot of darkness here. A lot of people are going to be trading things. And just that
exactly where we're going.
Yeah, just wanted to give a heads up. It sounds like it might be, a little bit more aggressive than we may have thought.
I can deal with aggressive.
Okay.
Aggressive, fine. How's the rest of the crew's cool? I know we can take care of ourselves. After all, with the goddamn Stormwreck.
You're right. Just wanted to give everyone a heads up from what my goddess kind of warned me of, so we go in step with that.
Fair enough.
Let me see. Okay. Okay. If anyone else has other stuff, feel free. I'm just going through
Just reading it.
all my stuff at the moment.
Yeah, Crick.
Mhm.
For the whole morning, you guys don't see him as he's just trying to finish his armor before we get there.
I'd just kind of be scoping around the ship. What exactly is Rampu doing?
What do you mean?
What's Rampu doing?
Yeah, I was just kind of like, what are you doing?
I'm doing my thing, waiting for breakfast. What are you doing?
What? Again, I'd just be scoping around the ship. He's on the top deck?
Yeah. Can't see me?
Yeah, so I would eventually see that he's up there, but I'd be really sneaky and try to approach him from behind and give him a wet willy and then run back the stairs.
I think passively Manto can probably do that without an issue. Go ahead and make a stealth check, Manto, as you go up the stairs and go to try to do this.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
No way.
Surely. Of course, on the wet willy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hope we don't fight anyone.
20.
Yeah, exactly. So Manto, you run up the stairs, and which one of your arms do you do this with?
You know what? With the nat 20, both sides, both ears.
At 32.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
Shit,
Rampu,
even with like a third available arm, because I have, I guess, 4 arms and 2 legs, I'd even give him like a little like tickle of the
I
buttocks.
was gonna say, you did say you were
And then
sneaking
run
up from behind
downstairs.
him.
Yeah.
So Manto, as you feel this intrusion of your privacy, of your orifices, you turn around and see who is the perpetrator, and no one is around you currently. No, you didn't hear anyone, you don't see anything. You look up to see Starbo kind of looking out into the distance, and he's kind of moving his branches back a little bit as you see a leaf kind of fall down beside you. For a moment, you think it might be him.
I look at him. What are you looking at? I sketchily walk away, thinking I got raped by a ghost.
Kind of looks down at you. you see more leaves just fall to the ground as he shakes his head back and forth.
By then, after that little encounter of him kind of accusing Starbo, I'd come up the stairs as if I just rolled out of bed, and I'm like, oh, morning, Rampu. Oh God, I'm like rubbing my eyes. How you doing, bud? And I would give him like the same identical little like butt tickle as he thought Starbo did with that wet willy. As I just walk right past him and just kind of look out into the distance of the astral sea.
Like that would make me suspicious.
Beautiful morning. Love this slight breeze coming from northeast.
Yeah, feel this breeze coming from the northwest, and I just fart in his direction.
Wouldn't that be from the southeast?
Tickle my ass.
Rampu, make a con save.
Oh no.
Do you have plus one?
Oh yes. Come on, that one. Damn it.
That's +1, so that's a dirty 20.
A dirty one it is.
Nothing was dirty about it.
Yeah. It could have been very dirty. But yeah, you turn and you force this out instantly, and you watch as Manto always describes the little hairs on himself sticking up. You watch as this blow back in the breeze.
That's amazing.
His little antennas, I'd imagine, twitch from the foulness of it.
Sounded a
You
little
can roll
wet,
for a
dude.
fart. That's great DMing, people.
If it was under 10, you shit
Right,
yourself,
right,
by
right,
the
right.
way.
Yeah.
I know.
Nat one is
Especially
an up
if
backer.
it's a 2.
Yeah, if you rolled a 2, of course.
Rampu, that sounded a little wet. You good?
Thank God for me, all we had was water for dinner. So
Oh, God. I didn't even think about the consequences of the chicken water that would have on this part of it.
Oh my God.
I guess that part
Delicious.
could have been much worse if you had some of that moist aged astral elf leg.
oh yeah, woo, that would have been dangerous.
What a terrible combination.
Anyways, how far away till we get there now? Half a day or so?
No, Captain. I feel like I should be asking you that.
Well, I pound on on the ship. How much longer? I don't know how long we're at.
Just a few more hours, Rampu. Maybe 6, 7, 8. I don't know. It seems to keep on moving a little bit.
It's not moving. What do you mean it keeps on moving?
These coordinates, they're not static.
You know, the shadow, Rampu, the shadow exchange kind of floats about freely.
See, so it's not like a planet. It's like a floating city.
Well, everything's constantly moving out here, I would say.
Yes, but it's pulled together by some kind of gravitational force, which keeps it in semi-what in place, where you can give someone a coordinate to travel from point from A to Z, and you can get there.
I feel like what you just said went in one ear and out the other. But yeah, so it's constantly moving.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it would be moving in that type of way unless there's a motor on it. So,
Well, anyway,
my guess is it's powered by someone.
how's your thieving
But
coming along?
anyways, it's not bad.
Why don't you show me
I
something?
do some, not
Show me
bad.
something. Nah?
Do it later. Do it later.
Alright.
Do it before bed. It's better. I'll be ready.
It's, I don't like that.
What do you mean? Best stealing happens when everyone's asleep. I mean, best practice. Yes.
But we're in luck, because I don't actually sleep.
Good. So then
It's better practice for you.
You stolen.
Yeah, I guess.
And I wait to Jake.
Looks like Langston has made his way up to the top deck as well.
Hi. I mean, I already gave everyone the lowdown of the information I got, so I'm just kind of like getting topside. I would say get some air, but we're in space, so not really a thing. Take in the cosmos, as it were.
Yes, as one thing collectively, as you know, you guys are conversing about this between Langston and Manto, and with Rampu here, you guys would, of course, as Manto was kind of describing, that it does, and as Gorak described to you guys prior, the Shadow Exchange is kind of a market that never stays in one location for long. And yeah, it's definitely some sort of like kind of put together, built city market kind of, place. And it's kind of like how Garadia was built inside that turtle shell, but this, you guys aren't exactly sure what it looks like or anything, but definitely some sort of constantly moving black market, if you will.
Okay. I mean, we'll keep our eyes out for that. If I need to call upon the Arcane again, I will. Yeah, do we want to kind of formulate how we want to go about this with getting in there? Like, I mean, I know we're going in to kind of get the people who were stolen from Garadia, but they're just kind of get their whereabouts. Do we just want to kind of beeline for those under Gratz?
That's probably a good idea.
So you guys are all talking about this, underneath the canopy of Starbow. Kind of leans over, chimes in. Those were the guys you met on the squid ship that came and tried to fight us with the woman with the 6 fingers, right?
Yeah, that's them.
They were dangerous people.
I mean, yeah.
We're dangerous-er, Starbow.
Just kind of looks around a little nervously. If anything was to happen to any of you, kind of looks over at Rampu. Even you. I don't know what I would do. I don't know how I would let myself go on.
Don't you worry, buddy. We're not going to do anything stupid that would put us in harm's way. Just going strictly for reconnaissance and seeing if we can help out Gorak with the goings-on in Garadia.
I just remembered they spoke of demons.
They sure did.
And you found things on their ship relating to that demonic kind of energy, right? The Spelljammer and they had what else? I can't remember.
They had like a ledger of pretty much their transactions, the people that they were targeting, the items they had. I have to keep scrolling.
With all these, I don't know. These magic items, they don't come from thin air. And kind of looks around at all the gear you guys are carrying. You'd be hot targets for them.
So we just have to not tell people that we have them until absolutely necessary.
I think that'd be wise, Captain.
Great. So you hear that? No blabbering.
Okay. Done.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I think we go in carefully on this one. We definitely don't want to poke the bear, as it were, because the entity that we're kind of tangling with here is the Dark Prince and is kind of revered as a god, practically is a god. So we don't want to, piss him off directly, as it were.
Just indirectly.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I would say not at all.
Starbo, still listen to this. Oh, Grotz, from my understanding, is not essentially or not exactly a god, but
Oh.
a demon royalty.
Oh, that's
A prince
almost kind of the same
darkness.
thing. Yeah.
Not exactly the same. Gods are, infinite, malevolent, benevolent, whatever beings up in the sky. He's...
This is a king. It's different. Yes, I totally understand. Now, I do know that kings like being greeted with gifts. So why don't we, give him something, gain their trust.
I
Go
don't
from
think
there.
he's gonna be there.
No, he won't.
He's on the other side of the mirror.
Oh yeah.
I do.
It wasn't.
Crick actually has the ledger from the ship.
Mhm.
So I kind of pull out the ledger and. Dude, don't any of you guys read? Because I believe it was in Abyssal, right?
Yes.
Maybe we can get the name of someone that they were meeting in the shadow market, so we can at least have a point to focus on.
I remember one of their names. One of the higher ups, I think her name was Althara.
Didn't
Is
we
supposed
kill
to
her
be
though?
like. No, we didn't. What was that one's name? Tenebra, I think was that one.
Mm-hmm.
So Althara is supposed to be like Gratz's, I think, like number 2, and is gonna be a part of this exchange. So here's the thing, we could use a name like that, which would be like, holy cow, we have it in with someone who's big. But then the other part of it is like, who the hell are we to be throwing around a name like that? So
Do we maybe take a magic item and say, hey, we have this, and we're here to give it to Grot's people? Or would that be too much highlighting?
What is his organization called again? I'm sorry, I can't remember. Is it the Gilded Eye? Is that what they're called?
I don't think I ever gave you guys a name for Grotz's group.
It was just
Did
the
I?
Abyssal Mirror.
Yeah, that's the location or an artifact.
And it was like a six-fingered
That's how you
hand or
get to
something,
where
right?
they.
Yes. Mhm.
Perhaps we don't even know what their group is called.
I never gave you guys a name. I don't think.
Dang.
I did tell
I mean-
you the name of the ship that they were on prior, but I don't think I gave you a name of the group.
But their mark is the six-fingered hand, right?
Correct.
Oh,
When-
and the
when-
Gilded Eye. Oh boy,
What about the Gilded Eye?
isn't that? Well, technically, you wouldn't know, but
Yeah.
isn't that the thing Garganale mentioned?
Yes.
Shit in a bucket. Okay. There are layers to this one. I'm gonna just pocket that piece of the Gilded Eye and be like, okay, all right. But I mean, we could just try to scout out Gratz's group.
GG's.
With your divination, would you be able to see where exactly their group is based off of, I guess, knowing what they look like from prior experiences?
Might be able to do you one.
Would you the one
Bet.
guy?
If we get, I can either do it now with a chance of not knowing, or we could get a little bit closer and I could try something way more fun.
Are you trying to scry to them?
Not scry.
I was gonna say, if you were trying to scry, we did obtain that onyx scroll tube from them, giving us a little bit more, I guess, advantage on trying to scry to see where exactly their whereabouts would be. But we don't have a name other than Althera.
What was the name of the one guy that ran away from us?
Vashir.
Could we maybe scry Vashir? I mean, he was in a ship filled with magic items.
Based off his last time he was at the Shadow Exchange, it didn't seem as if he was going to be there very long. Based off of how Gratz was kind of talking to him, it seemed like time was of the essence with whatever task were at hand for him.
Okay.
If you remember, they were trying to get the belongings, the arcane belongings from the three guys, to the Shadow Exchange, and then I imagine they'd be going about their business, unless he's doing another transaction there.
Remember, the Abyssal Mirror is not at the Shadow Exchange. They're 2 different locations.
Right.
Just something to keep in mind.
Right.
But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but he was going to the Shadow Exchange, right? And we left that night and traveled this way, and now we're near the Shadow Exchange.
Right, but that was about at this point it's probably been a week since that.
Yeah, but is that just how long it takes? Like, we traveled non-stop.
You guys spent 2 days roughly or whatever at the Sandstorm Sprint, Archibon.
Okay.
Keep in mind, we had to travel past this point to get to Archibon for us to travel back towards where the hunt is.
That's fair.
I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I think our best interest is, I guess, his subordinates.
Do we know any of them?
Keep that in mind real quick. I don't want to lose this pin I have put in real quick. So Manto and Crick, you guys are talking. You pulled out that black spell scroll tube or whatever as you're talking about what's in it and whatnot. And I think Crick, you're looking at the contents on it, the ledger that's inside of that, or the letter. So as you're reading, over back that ledger and the letter and everything, you see that the letter that was written to Arvaglass Syken, the captain of the Syken's Reach, that the squid ship. I'm just gonna send you guys this to the game log, and you guys can read it at your own leisure. But also, as you had that tube out, Manto, with his keen observation, notices the cap on the end of the tube is it's kind of like small, black, kind of circular shape with a kind of demon, kind of devilish face on the end of it.
Oh shit, guys! How come we didn't see this before?
What?
Don't you see? The tip of this scroll is a fucking soul coin.
Oh.
Sure enough, Manto has discovered the cap on the scroll tube is a soul coin.
Electric. Okay, so we've got a watering tool.
So there's our in with the Shadow Exchange.
Nice.
Okay. So that's half of the battle.
Okay. Glad
What are we trying to accomplish at the Shadow Exchange? It's great that we're going there. Just gather information on their whereabouts.
I guess, yeah, where they could be.
These were other notes written inside of that ledger.
So perhaps the mirror is at the Shadow Exchange.
Or the gods who know the way to it. It might be
Correct.
some type of, they have the ability to take you there from the exchange, but they're in 2 separate locations. And
so may. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I would wager that they would be the ones to deem who would actually be able to go either A, take the objects themselves, or B, be warped to the mirror.
Yeah. So it seems as if it might still help if we name drop Grotst in regards to trying to get the whereabouts of the Abyssal Mirror.
Or do we name drop Elthara?
And I will
Right?
remind
This-
you guys also, you do have the
she's dead.
coordinates to the Abyssal. No, you guys have never met Althara.
Yeah.
But you guys do have the
Yeah.
coordinates to the Abyssal Mirror as well.
Yeah, I think the problem here is trespassers who lack authoritation will meet Fury Oblivion. I feel like there's either a key, so to speak, or documentation that would let us get to the mirror without having to go through all the bristle-frassle, if you will. Right? How do we get stamped as deliverers of magic items to the mirror, so we're not just, a bunch of random space travelers that happen to show up at a magic mirror that goes to a demon god?
You think
Prince.
we could use
Prince.
I said the same thing, buddy.
Grot's, or not Grot's, Vashir's tome that he left behind in Gradia as potential collateral or our way to get in. Like, oh hey, Grot's forgot this. Hey,
I
love the
would,
evening in Gradia.
I would say
Yeah.
he probably let them know he left that, and that if anyone found it, it would probably not be good since he had already stopped you.
Yeah, it clearly says coordinate with my envoy Eltharia for your next delivery. So if she agrees that we're going to deliver something to the mirror, I think it'll be a much smoother ride. And hopefully she's at the exchange.
Oh, okay.
I just sense while we're there, we need whatever this group is called to find a way to trust us.
What kind of clothes
think.
were they wearing?
Oh, they were like dressed up in hoods and everything. I remember these were the fucks who just like love to die, right?
Yeah,
These are the guys who are like way into death and pain.
they sure were.
So maybe that's our angle. Maybe we go in just being like, oh my god, I'm so fucking hot, I can't wait to die type shit, and then maybe we'll get like scooped up by them.
Be Pride Month.
Did they have?
So
They didn't have like insignias or anything, right? Like on their clothes, or no? It was just the
Yeah,
girl with the hand.
the 6-finger symbol is what you guys have seen.
yeah.
In
When
multiple
we had-
different places.
When we obtained all of those little like thieves tools and mason tools, were disguise kits at all in there?
Yes, they were, and I believe Rampu already
Yeah,
took
there
one.
were. Yes, I did.
So that's
'Cause I
one
thought
out of
ahead.
2 of them. So yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So who would like to take the other disguise kit? And I think that's our best chance of getting in there.
Are disguise kits artisan tools?
I think that's a separate thing considered.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, with all due respect, Manto, you probably don't need one because you can just kind of stealth your way to wherever you need to be.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well.
It would be either myself or Crick. What do you think, buddy? You wanna go for the route of a horny cultist, or do you wanna chill on the back line?
You could always
Well-
brand my skin with that. With that
Kind of think, man,
six-finger.
or Langston. I think you.
That would be
should
fucking
the
hard.
one.
We show them hard.
I think it'd be best if you took it, Langston.
Yeah.
I may be able to sort something out as my my armor just like gently flickers and kind of like changes how I look for just half a second, just to kind of.
Okay. That's right. I forget with every upgrade you become
I
more
know
like a
what you're doing.
transformer. Okay.
You motherfucker.
Well,
Tricks
I'll
and tricks.
leave it to Crick then. I'll disguise myself as what a Garotz groupie, is that what we want to call him? and then we can just kind of go in disguised. We'll explain that we have stuff to drop off to Althara and see if we can find somebody who could take us to them. And we'll go from there. Also, we need like an object that we could show off. Anybody have anything they could be willing to pot with?
I pull out the ring of the ram that I have. We could do this.
Okay. I mean, again, I don't want to say we ever actually part with it, but depending on how these people operate, there's a chance they might like take it, we might lose it, whatever. Like anything that like is magical that you would be okay with not being on your person.
I'd be okay with that.
Okay. Then we use the Ring of the Ram as our bartering tool. I can't imagine a world where these guys who are literally going after holy strings wouldn't want a ring that can summon a ram that can just decimate people.
It is pretty sweet.
Right? Alright, any other details of this we want to iron out before we go in? We've got our disguises, we've got our goal kind of ironed out. I look at Starbo. We're not gonna die, don't worry.
Would I have gotten 4 hours of creation time?
In, yeah.
All right, that's 23 AC.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
As you guys notice, that like half created shield is fully created on my piece, as I just made a +1 shield.
I just knock on it and I'm just like, okay, I wish whoever fights you the best of luck, Crick.
And I kind of look you dead in the eye, very serious. You want one?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, we'll start that next.
You are wonderful.
Make sure you're marking whatever gold and whatever you need to for that.
Yeah. Yep.
You just tell me whatever you need from me. And I know you have like little wires for hair, so I just like tussle your hair wires. I'm like, you are just a blessing.
Just a reminder though, if you're making him a +1 shield, he would not be able to put his war mage onto that shield as well.
Correct.
Okay.
You would have to drop your war mage, but the +1 shield does not require attunement, so you can attune to something else.
Okay.
It's just something to consider.
Got it. Okay. I will play with that for sure. At some point, Langston does need upgrades to not getting hit as much, so some's got to give somewhere.
Beautiful. Was there I thought I heard maybe there was other retcon plans in mind prior to like all this disguise conversation and everything, or maybe not, or
Oh, like who could we scry on to potentially get an idea of before going in?
yeah, just anything you guys want to take care of before you get there. Sure.
I mean, we could try scrying on her, or that was it. Oh gosh.
Yeah, you guys have never
Althara?
met Althara, but you have met Bashir, or yeah, seen him.
Yeah, I think it's either Vashir, who we would have a better chance at scrying with, or we can try Althara, but I don't know if it would work.
Oh, if I may, boys, when we get a little closer, oh, never mind. This one thing I was gonna try to do, would not work being as far away as I thought because I'm unfamiliar with the place. Never mind. Okay, we'd have to scry. Was playing with the idea of clairvoyance behind the screen, and to do it, you need to, if you're unfamiliar, it needs to be like a general place and whatnot. I can't just be like on the Shadow Exchange, because by the language of this, I don't think that would fly. So.
I don't think so.
I mean,
so
I can scry.
Do we want to do Althara? Well, don't we have the one freebie from Manto?
I think that's a long rest.
Mirror?
And we did it last night, or it's 24 hours, and we did it last night, right?
Oh, it's 24 hours.
It's technically 24 hours.
Okay.
Not that long rest.
Well, I can, if we're dead set on getting as much information as we can, I can try to scry. If you would like to just wait, seat of the pants, since we kind of already have a game plan, we can hold it, and I'll save a 5th level. It's whatever we're deeming.
Can't you ritual it for not doing a 5th level?
Is that an option? What is it? What does it say if it's a ritual casting option?
Like a little R by it.
Hold on, let me see. Because I know... Detect Magic, I think, is the only one I have. It does not have one. It's just concentration.
No, there's an R next to divination for if you look under like next to action.
Oh,
yeah, no.
Oh, not divination,
scrying's not
scrying. My bad.
There?
Is there?
Yeah, no, that's concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not ritual.
Correct.
Nut crackers. So it's whatever you guys want me to do. I am a holy pawn at your disposal in this venture.
I wouldn't do it on Alara because we don't even know who that lady is.
That's true. I'm kind of for going in and seeing what we can garner on our own 2 feet. Oh, I look around. 8 feet. I look at Jake. 12 feet? 5 feet.
He just gives you a look. Huh?
Yeah, I included you in the conversation. You're welcome.
Oh, he just looks at you like, wow.
On my 3rd day out here, I don't know.
Incredible. All right, so it sounds like the plans then, your retcon and everything is taken care of, or unless you guys anything else, any other conversations or anything at all before you go into the
Langston. If I guess this is still, I guess, right before getting to the actual shadow exchange. Langston.
Yep.
Would you? 'Cause I don't have anything in my Stone of Reserve at the moment, and I'm thinking for this place that we're going to be at, I think Misty Step, even though I move pretty well, would be a pretty good thing for me to have. And then, let me see. Let me look at another 2nd level. You know what? Give me a hold person as well.
Alright. I can do that, but it is gonna... I'm gonna limit myself with this one, because I have to actually cast it, right? To give it to him?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So he's using his spell slots currently to do that.
So here's what I can do for you, buddy. I can make do with pretty much everything else. Also, real quick, can we say I ritual casted divination since we had time before? I know I didn't specify. I didn't realize that was what that R meant. I thought that was a C. Yeah,
I think you cast it yesterday though, right?
No, because I had to wait until morning. Because I didn't have it stocked.
Gotcha,
so,
that's right. Yeah, so you could have ritual casted that if you want.
W. Then with that, Manto, I can still get myself kind of squared away with some other resources. Would you want Misty Step or Horde Person? I can give you 1. I think Hold Person could be fun. You could kind of strike from the shadows and then just kind of get a person immobilized and then swing for the fences.
Yeah, I'll rely on my, I guess, elusiveness on my own. Let's try Hold Person.
You got it. You can also fight from range, and they'd have to close distance. You can kind of move about. So,
I can fucking throw Psychic Blades at them.
Sure can.
No one would know where it's coming.
And then you've got a ranged paralysis spell at your disposal, my friend. Now, this is a new ballpark because we've typically boomed things. This one's a little bit more finesseful.
I mean, as a rogue, I feel like I'm pretty finesseful.
Yeah, is finesseful a word?
It is now.
Goddamn right. All right.
No,
then yeah,
it's not.
Got that.
Idiots.
Okay, hey Starbo, I don't know what your beef is recently. I don't know if I care for the sass.
What is your deal lately? I don't like the sass. Yeah, tell him.
You feel the ship's just moving up and down as he's taking deep breaths to calm himself down right now.
It's okay, Starboy. We love you.
Are we getting on your nerves after all this travel? Is it finally hitting the point?
It's
It happens
not
to
that.
most.
It's just I'm in here, stuck, recycling all your nasty air, making sure it's breathable in here, and I don't get one thanks.
Stop! I say I appreciate you and thank you every time you're on the ship. Would you like me to get you like an air freshener? Would that be good?
No, that won't do the same thing at all.
Oh, well then, what would do the same thing?
Another tree. I'm lonely.
Oh,
drop his
buddy.
head.
Why didn't you say something? We are gonna find you the best tree bride this side of the cosmos.
He's definitely looking for some
Warwick
bush.
looks over. I don't think we can fit another one on the ship.
Don't you talk like that. We can make it work for our boy. He is the ship. We'll get another ship then. Fuck it.
You guys are going to leave me?
What? No, we're gonna get a ship for you.
A
A
lady
little dingy,
ship?
perhaps.
A lady ship.
Nice.
We're looking out for you, buddy. Just give us a bit. We'll see what strings we can pull for you. Who knows? There might be some at this exchange.
Really? Warwick looks around.
All right.
Guys.
What?
We're just lying to him?
No, I'm genuinely gonna keep an eye out. Are you trying to lie to him?
He just puts his hands up and turns around.
I whisper. I whisper to him, this is why I eat elves. Can't trust them.
Crux looks over. You eat elves? He looks crazy at you.
I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Par for the course, for sure. For sure.
And Starboy just chimes in. I mean, I wouldn't touch one. Why do you think I have to keep on cleaning the air in here?
Whoa. I'm not making this about racist.
You just lost yourself a lady tree, my friend.
They just happen to be delicious. I'm not gonna have a racial hate for them.
Anyway, Topola, how close are we?
She yells back up. Every time you guys kind of yell down, the pause in between her response takes longer and longer.
Sorry, this was rude and curt. I did not mean to beat the dead horse. I was trying to change the topic.
Yeah, Langston. First, have
Excuse
to
me.
knock with your foot, and then yell Topola's name. Otherwise, it's rude. What's wrong with you? And then
I
boom,
have
boom,
made a
boom.
mistake. I'm sorry.
Topola!
Sorry.
It's like, the coordinates are rather close. Should be within the next hour. If they don't keep moving further away. God damn it! You're kind of cursed to herself as the ship moves in a different direction a little bit.
Thank you for all you are currently doing, and will do in the future.
Feel the eye roll.
Get no response.
You know what? I tried being polite. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of earned that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Definitely me. Definitely me. Threatening to eat other people all the time. Definitely me.
Hey, I'm not the one being rude to report travel.
You know what?
here.
I don't think I'm healing you. Anything we get into, I don't think I'm gonna heal you on this planet. Teach you a lesson.
Oh, it's okay.
But an angry
That's why
player.
That's why God invented eating elves to heal you up.
That's not. If you bite me, it does not restore your health.
Only one way to find out.
I can tell you. No, I can just tell you that's not how it works.
Only one way to find out. I don't believe.
Okay.
Right.
Anywho,
As the ship continues to move on through wild space, the stars around you guys begins to kind of thin out a little bit as your ship kind of glides through this deep expanse, and the void kind of begins to get a little bit darker than it was prior, a little heavier, a little quieter, until in the distance you guys notice some lights flicker like dying fireflies almost. And then you see it, tethered together from broken dreams and ancient wrecks. A floating mass of spelljammer hulls, rusted towers, shattered domes, and platforms chained in a lazy orbit. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. There we go. Lanterns and shades of violet of sickly gold sway in the still air. Beneath them, you guys can see cloaked figures that drift from one ramshackle market node to another, kind of barely glancing up at your guys' approach. And
So cool.
the Shadow Exchange here, you guys see there's no real banners or anything like that, no flags being flown. It's a place of no rules. And no one, yet everyone, is welcome here. And only watchers in the dark are present currently as you guys just drift on over to this expanse of rusted, ramshackled buildings scrapped together. But yet the whispers, they carry across the void, and the heaviness lingers on. And I believe that will be a good place for us to pick it up the next time we get together.
Ooh.
Oh, baby.
I'll also show you guys this picture I had made up also, because it makes more sense as you guys are approaching it actually to see this one first.
Oh, that's sweet. I mean, they're both sweet, but
Oh, that's cool.
this is so cool.
This is
Alright.
giving Baltimore Hard Rock Cafe vibes.
Right?
Barnes & Noble,
I'm
what's
getting
up?
Blade Runner. Yeah, right.
Blade Runner is definitely the inspiration, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
That's awesome.
It's sweet. That's so cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We'll pick it up here on Sunday, next Sunday when we get together the next time. Any closing words for the evening before we call it a night?
Don't eat astral elves.
I thought you said don't eat ass.
That's,
If
yeah.
they're too old.
You must not love your girlfriend.
Ooh, pink eye.
Brenna!
No.
With that, then, everyone, I hope you have a great night. Take a nice long rest and look out for those goblins under the stairs. We will catch you next time. Peace out.